Well, I guess the bigger story is what's going on in Westminster at the moment. Rishi snuck through last night. He managed to limp his Safety of Rwanda bill through the Commons. If you sort of dwelt on the build-up to last night's vote, you'd have thought, wow, this is it tonight. We find out whether or not the Rwanda plan goes ahead. Yes or no. Oh, my God, they voted. Yes, it's OK. Rishi's made... No. There's another month. There'll be another vote, and that one will probably get voted down.
Yeah.
So this is a Pyrrhic, short-lived victory for Rishi, many people feel.
Yeah, basically. So there's this whole hullabaloo about what's going to happen if it doesn't pass. It's only its second reading, which means basically it's a brand new thing off the shelf. And if this gets thrown out, then that's bad, because often things get thrown out when they've been meddled with and chewed over, and that this is going to be historic and all the rest of it. And, well, it passed, didn't it? But you know what isn't going to happen? The boats aren't going to stop. No planes are going to take off, and they're just going to fight about exactly the same bit of legislation next year. And then by the time it gets to the Lords, well, it's just going to be a dog's dinner, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Nothing changes.
To reiterate his conundrum, when it goes back for its third reading, which will be in about a month's time in the new year, the right-wingers, the ERG, the New Conservatives, have told him, unless you make amendments to the current Safety of Rwanda bill, in other words, make it tougher, we will vote it down. Meanwhile, Damien Green and the One Nation Wets have said, if you make amendments, we will vote it down. So he is stuck between a rock and a very hard place. I don't think he's going to have a particularly happy Christmas.
No, I don't think so either. Well, shall we listen to the Foreign Secretary setting it out in the House of Commons?
The treaty that I signed last week puts beyond legal doubt the safety of Rwanda. It provides the basis to end the merry-go-round of legal challenges that have second-guessed the will of Parliament and frustrated this policy, this House, and the desire of the British people.
Home Secretary.
I know. Well, they change this all the time.
They change so often.
There's musical chairs. I don't know who does what anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, now you've got 85,000 different immigration ministers. I mean, it's just, who are they all? They need name badges like they work in a bank.
They do. No, they never have senior politicians been more anonymous. That's because they're not very good. Let's also have a look at the magic moment when the House learned of the result of this crucial vote.
The ayes to the right, 313. The noes to the left, 269. So the ayes have it, unlocked.
Where's Lindsay Hoyle? The ayes have it. On the right eye.
Lovely.
So Lindsay's not there. But anyway, this vote, this sort of semi-minor temporary triumph for Rishi comes on the back of the Tories' worst extended run of consecutive poll ratings in the Conservative Party history. Out of 62 consecutive polls since September 2022, 60 of them have given the Tories a measly score in the 20s, and 2 of them at 19%. And that is their worst ever performance in polls. That is to get this back into perspective. While everyone goes, oh, relieved Rishi's respite, brilliant. He's in deep trouble, and these poll results reveal why.
Yeah, I mean, it's the worst consecutive run in polling, because it's one of the worst consecutive runs in government. Let's be fair, they're hardly showering themselves with glory right now. How you go from an 80-seat majority last time out, a historic win, massive victory, and with that, you managed to shuttle through 3 prime ministers, create more factions in your party than there are days in the week, that you managed to change your Home Secretary every 5 million, times, and then put more of them in Rwanda than a migrant. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They have made running a country look like an absolute farce. Like, they can't even run their own party. They are a disgrace. They deserve that low polling.
Well, and it's not really a debate. They stand less than 0% chance of winning the next election. As I said yesterday, Alex, Keir Starmer's biggest mistake, as he is propelled towards a definite triumph at the next election, is to keep opening his mouth. Just shut up, Keir. You don't have to do anything. As I said yesterday, when your enemy's making mistakes, and these Tories are making a plethora of mistakes, don't interrupt them. Just shut up.
I mean,
because every time you open your mouth, Keir, actually Labour's fortunes descend a little.
I think the Conservatives' greatest achievement will be actually beating all the odds and managing to get the most spiritless, uncharismatic, anti-charismatic, if you will, Lego head Sir Keir Starmer, the next Prime Minister. I mean, that is an achievement that you're so bad that he looks like an inviting prospect.
Yeah, and Westminster experts predict that the Tories at this rate will end up at the next election with a measly 130 seats, which I think will be the lowest number of seats they've ever had in the Commons. So you cannot overestimate what a shambles this party is. And I say that as somebody who wanted them to succeed. I don't take any pleasure in this, but you've got to be realistic. Rishi, Boris, the whole gang, Truss, have made a massive, massive mess of this. And it's hard to kind of work out why. Why are they so bad? I'd really
like to get some sort of social psychologist on and say, what is it with people who are in the Conservative Party? Is it something they go through in their public schools with their debating societies and their common rooms at Oxbridge, where everyone's like little factions, and I'm in this club and I'm Bullingdon and I wear dark blue, I wear light blue. I mean, what is it? What is deranged in the heads of these people that they spend more time playing parlour games and destroying their own political success than actually capitalise on it and doing all the things they proselytise about?
Yeah, so you get public school boy Rishi sends public school boy David Cameron to talk to the Red Wall MPs who tend to be, sort of dyed-in-the-wool northerners. I mean, they're like normal people. And you can imagine those people say, why did you send Lord Snooty to see me? I don't want to talk to him. And that's the problem with this party. You know, they've lost the Red Wall and therefore they're going to lose the next election. And, I've got nothing against, what do you call him, Lord Spadeface? Lord Snooty, David Cameron. I mean, he was a pretty rubbish Prime Minister. His foreign policies were a disaster, misunderstood the British nation, but I got nothing against him. But to bring him back is such a retrograde
It's just mental, isn't
it?
Like, you should have left him in his shepherd's hut.
I don't want any more public school boys in Westminster. I'm sick of them. And public school girls,
I'm dating a public school boy. He's quite nice. He's an exception.
Actually, I know a lot of public school kids that are very nice people.
There are some good ones.
But you know what I mean. Why? Why is Westminster full of public school kids who went to Oxford or Cambridge? Unless we get rid of that dynamic, I don't think Westminster will ever serve the real people. They don't understand real people.